This is the Judge's Hill in Lodge Wood on the old Loudoun estate. This is not far from the Muttonhole strip. It's a very unusual name, Muttonhole. It does turn up from time to time in Scotland and in northern England, and it's thought to mean either a corruption of Moot Hill or possibly even Mort Toun Hill, which is the name for a drowning pit where in the days of feudal justice, where they were judged on a moot hill, women were drowned in pits and the men were hung. This Judge's Hill here may be the Baronial court seat for Arclowdan Castle, which lies not very far from here. So the Baronial court would have met here. The Dempster, as it was called, would have pronounced the doom or the sentence, and possibly this is where the men were actually hung, so it may have served also as a gallows hill. The fact we had this Muttonhole strip nearby, implying that there was possibly a drowning pit nearby, adds to the emphasis that this may have been a court hill, justice hill, moot hill, this one called the Judge's Hill. This is the top of the Judge's Hill. It's roughly triangular in shape, certainly plenty of space up here. So if there was a court meeting, there would be room. All of the baronies had to have a court hill, Moot Hill that is, and also a gallows hill was necessary, although sometimes the one was used as the other. And they either used natural features, or they created mounds, or they might modify some existing structure. So this, even if it was a natural structure, is perfectly suitable. It certainly has very steep sides, so it stands out. So if there weren't trees here, the proceedings could be easily watched and could be seen from a distance. So it's steep on all sides. It's a very prominent structure. One of the unpleasant things they did was if a person was hung on one of these, their body was often left for some time as a warning to others, and it could therefore be seen by passers-by. This view of Judge's Hill gives a clear impression of just how steep it is. The few people who have commented on this in a written sense, as in the Royal Commission, feel that it is a natural structure and has not been modified. But say that would not be necessary. But they're making the point that it may not have been a Iron Age fort or anything of that nature. Down the bottom here we have an old lane that runs down to the ruins of what may be an old smithy or possibly a small farm, long abandoned, not even shown as a ruin on the 1850s Ordnance Survey maps. And just across the way is the part of the woodland which is marked on the Ordnance Survey as Muttonhole Strip. And that's where the Mort Toun Hole, the drowning pit name, comes from.